It's usually about what uh, Ngäbe families do on a daily basis, how they live, is what they do as a routine every single day. And the reason why I did it this way is because the kids can see this and read it, and they will go like, wow, we this is actually us, right? So that is a way for for it to stick to their minds, like words, for example, firewood. If they want those who want to learn English, because it's in English and Spanish, if they want to learn English, and they're used to seeing firewood all the time, and that's what they use for cooking. So they go like, oh, okay, this is called firewood in English. So it's just an example of how easy I want to make it for them to learn um, a new language, but at the same time they can learn Spanish, and they can also learn how to get along with one another. Like as you can see, I put here one kid, one boy, one girl. So that portrays siblings and a family. The reason for that, real quick, is because in my family, my brother and sisters never got along. So I want that to change, and if a brother and sister can get along, it's fine. I think that would be wonderful. Um, and so they are the main characters, right, in this book, and they also have their mom and their dad and the background um, as secondary characters, and the reason for that is a way for parents to understand that kids have a a role to play in the family. They can express themselves. They can express their opinions, and so that um, communication that we need in parents children relationship, it is very important, which we didn't have growing up as kids. Parents were like, you do this because you have to, and you cannot say anything about it. It's very hard for children to to process that, and they tend to think that they don't have the right to say a word, express themselves, their opinions. So that's why they are basically explaining what they are learning from their parents. So and it's simple, like I said, what they do on a daily basis on the farm where they live in the comarca. Um, always, always that relationship, parent-children relationship is always there, the love and everything, and also a cat and a dog. Reason for that is because a lot of parents don't teach their children how to treat the animals, so they grew up mistreating pets, uh, kicking them around and hurting them, and so yeah, it's basically what I saw when I was growing up. That I want to I don't want it to continue this way. So uh, the children who read this and have a cat and a dog, they can go like, yeah, we can talk to our pets just like we talk to one another. We can treat them as fair as we treat one another, and just basically pretty raw what's like to live out there is difficult. It's very hard, but if the love is in family, that communication, that relationship in the family, healthy relationship. Um, I think the kids can grow even if they are way in the middle of nowhere. they can still grow and have that different mindset, and they can really be different, and really the comarca can be a wonderful place if uh, if they know how to communicate with the parents and treat their pets and one another, brothers and sisters. Um, so that's mainly my goal, to restore families, broken families, and it's not a religious book per se. It's just like a tool uh, that they can use to grow up thinking uh, different, positive, and also if there are children who are going through a lot of struggles, they can use this book as a way of them, like an escape uh, type of thing, where everything is nice, everything is positive, everything is a complete different world, beautiful, even if they're going through uh, bad situations in the family. And for parents, when they see this, they will go like, my kid is coloring this book, and they want to read it, and they'll be like, are we really teaching our children all this good stuff? And they will hopefully have it will hopefully have a good impact on them as well, because through the children we can touch the parents' heart and change it for a better. So that's why I have the children as main characters, so that uh, so far, thank God, a lot of families that I have met have been good parents, good children. Um, but I know that there are some who are not. They're completely different. So those ones are the one that we will reach, and in when that child grows and he's 15, 16, 17, uh, they'll be like, I, I got this book when I was 5 or 7, whatever, and look how much my life changed, for example. Like, it's a book that I can relate to, and the fact that a lot of people got together to get it printed and just to hand it out to them as a gift, as a tool uh, that they can use to escape to a different world, a positive one. Uh, so I I really did it with uh, with that goal to restore families, just because in my family everything was the opposite. Drunk parents, always fights, no communication at all, screaming constant. Uh, Brothers and sisters who hate to this day hate each other, um, and it breaks my heart to see uh, that, just because I'm the youngest and I had to. I I feel sad when I think about the things that my brothers and sisters went through, and that affected them a huge deal. So that's why they grew up the way they grew up, and I was always thinking about what can I do to provide a tool that will help a child escape, even if there's constant fight in the family. They grab this book, they go to whatever safest place in their home, and they go through it, they color it, they read it, and touches their heart. They can treasure it. And if the parents ever uh, care to look at it and go through it and see what the child is reading or uh, painting, coloring, uh, hopefully that will have a positive impact. Say, wow, we should really be doing this, having this type of communication with our kids instead of all these fights going on that makes no sense. So, the very first one that I have done, uh, I put this the map of the reservation there, the little house where they live, and dogs and chickens, and sun, moon, and stars, and the way they dress, and all that fun stuff. So I'm so happy that a lot of children haven't getting these books, and so far we have given like many out of 100, and we have about 600 left, 6 copies left. So uh, I'm super pleased, and just keep on. It keeps me motivated to keep on creating more content for children of older ages, older, yeah, and then gradually I will write for guys my age and stuff, but that will happen eventually. This is for the little ones, and I would love to work with children, especially the indigenous all over Panama. So yeah.